Have you ever walked into a room and felt instantly transported to the charming streets of Paris? That, my friends, is the magic of Parisian chic interior design. What makes Parisian interior design so appealing? It's the confident yet understated approach, the curated look that appears effortless. Parisian homes exude a timeless quality, mixing vintage finds with contemporary pieces and always maintaining a sense of individuality. Whether you've strolled along the Seine, admired the architecture of Haussmann buildings, or simply dreamed of living in a chic Parisian apartment, you've likely been drawn to this iconic style. The good news is that you don't need to live in Paris to bring this sophisticated aesthetic into your own home. With the right approach and a few key principles, you can master the art of Parisian chic and transform your living space into a haven of style and elegance. Hello there! If you are new here, welcome to FABB by Design, and if you're returning, welcome back. Parisian chic has an undeniable allure that captivates design enthusiasts worldwide. The City of Light has long been synonymous with elegance, sophistication, and effortless style. This unique aesthetic seamlessly blends old-world charm with modern sensibilities, creating spaces that whisper elegance rather than shouting luxury. In this video, I will be sharing with you my 10 essential tips for bringing that coveted Parisian flair into your home. We'll explore everything from the perfect color palette to the art of mismatched furniture, and even the secret to choosing the right accessories. By the end of this video, you'll have all the tools you need to transform your space into a Parisian-inspired sanctuary. But here's the most important thing to remember. Parisian chic isn't about perfection. It's about creating a space that tells your story, that evolves over time, and that feels authentically you. Are you ready to infuse your space with that je ne sais quoi that makes Parisian homes so irresistible? Well, grab your favorite croissant and a café au lait, because by the time we're done, you'll be saying oui, oui to a whole new level of style. Let's dive in. Let's start with the foundation of any good design, color. When it comes to Parisian interiors, think of a painter's palette of neutrals with pops of muted color. I love to start with a base of crisp whites and warm creams. These create a bright, airy feel that's quintessentially Parisian. But don't stop there. Layer in some soft grays, taupes, and even black for depth and sophistication. Now here's where it gets fun. Add splashes of color, but keep them subtle. Think dusty blues, sage greens, or blush pinks. The key is to use these colors sparingly, almost like little surprises throughout your space. Remember, we're going for effortless here. Your color scheme should feel collected over time, not like you bought everything in one shopping trip. I know we can't all live in Haussmannian apartments with stunning moldings and herringbone floors, but that doesn't mean we can't bring a touch of Parisian architecture into our homes. Celebrate high ceilings or original moldings if you're lucky enough to have them. If not, consider adding some architectural details. Crown molding, wainscoting, or a statement fireplace mantle can instantly elevate your space. One of my favorite tricks is to use oversized mirrors to create the illusion of those tall Parisian windows. And speaking of windows, if you can, go big. Floor-to-ceiling curtains will give you that grand Parisian feel, even if your windows are smaller. Ah, the floors of Paris, if they could talk, the stories they'd tell. While we might not have centuries-old stone or original hardwood, we can certainly capture that Parisian flair in our flooring choices. Herringbone or chevron patterns are classic Parisian choices for wood floors. If that's not an option, go for wide plank hardwood in a natural, slightly distressed finish. It's all about that lived-in, passed down through generations look. And don't forget about area rugs. A vintage Persian rug or a simple jute can add texture and warmth to your space. Remember that in Paris, rugs are often layered and slightly askew. Perfection is overrated. Lighting is where the magic happens, mes amis. Parisians understand the power of a soft, warm glow. Ditch the harsh overhead lights and embrace ambient lighting. Start with a statement chandelier crystal, if you're fancy, or a modern interpretation for a contemporary twist. Then, layer in table lamps, floor lamps, and even candles for that soft, flattering light that makes everyone look like they're in a French film. Don't forget about natural light. Sheer curtains that billow in the breeze are oh so Parisian and create a beautiful diffused light. Parisian style is all about mixing and matching. Instead of coordinated sets, aim for a curated collection of pieces that appear to have been acquired gradually over time. Start with a statement piece, maybe a vintage Louis XVI chair or a modern abstract sofa. Then mix in pieces from different eras. A mid-century modern coffee table might sit next to an antique side table. The goal is to create a space that feels collected, not decorated. And please, s'il vous plaît, don't push all your furniture against the walls. Parisians love to create intimate seating areas, even in small spaces. It's all about encouraging conversation and connection. Parisian interiors are a feast for the senses, especially touch. We want to create layers of luxurious textures that invite you to sink in and stay a while. Mix smooth silks with nubby linens and plush velvets with distressed leathers. Don't be afraid to combine different materials. A marble coffee table with a weathered wood console or brass accents with iron details. The key is balance. If you have a sleek modern sofa, soften it with textured throw pillows and a cozy cashmere blanket. These thoughtful combinations give Parisian interiors their depth and interest. In Paris, windows are like works of art and deserve to be framed as such. Floor-to-ceiling curtains are necessary, even if your windows don't quite reach those heights. They elongate your walls and add a touch of drama. Opt for natural fabrics like linen or cotton in neutral tones. And here's a pro tip. Hang your curtains as high as possible and let them puddle slightly on the floor for that effortlessly elegant look. For a more tailored look, Roman shades in a subtle pattern can add interest while maintaining that clean Parisian aesthetic. Art is essential in any Parisian home. But forget the matchy-matchy gallery walls. Instead, opt for an eclectic mix of pieces that speak to you. Large-scale art makes a statement while groups of smaller pieces create interest. Don't be afraid to mix mediums. Paintings can hang alongside photographs, sketches, and sculptural pieces. And remember, not everything needs to be precious. Vintage posters, personal pictures, or even your child's artwork can add personality to your space. As for mirrors, they're the secret weapon of Parisian interiors. A large, ornate mirror can become a focal point, while smaller mirrors grouped create a collected feel. Plus, they bounce light around the room, making your space feel larger and brighter. This is where your personality shines through. Parisian homes are full of meaningful objects collected over time. Think vintage books, unique sculptures, or treasures from your travels. The key is to curate, not clutter. To keep your space fresh, group objects in odd numbers. Play with height and scale, and rotate your accessories seasonally. And please don't forget the fresh flowers. A simple bouquet of market-fresh blooms or a few branches in a vase can bring life to your space and a touch of nature. Speaking of nature, let's talk about plants. Parisians love bringing the outdoors in, even in the smallest spaces. A large fiddle leaf fig can make a statement, while smaller potted herbs on a kitchen windowsill add charm and practicality. Don't have a green thumb? No problem. High-quality faux plants can still add that touch of greenery without the maintenance. And remember, fresh flowers are a must. Even a single stem in a bud vase can add a touch of je ne sais quoi to your space. Et voilà! We've journeyed through the essential elements of Parisian chic interior design. From the timeless color palette to the art of accessorizing, you now have all the tools to bring that coveted Parisian flair into your home. Remember, the essence of Parisian style isn't about perfection or following strict rules. It's about creating a space that feels authentic to you, tells your story, and evolves. It's about mixing high and low, old and new, expected and surprising. If you enjoyed this Parisian journey, don't forget to subscribe for plenty more design tips and tricks. Remember, in the words of Coco Chanel, an interior is the natural projection of the soul. So let your soul shine with a touch of Parisian elegance. Thank you kindly for watching. Watch this next video for more inspiration, and remember to live life fabulously.